pictures when they came in here? Anybody? Selfies even? No? Really? No selfie queens in this crowd? I'm really surprised. My name's Adrienne Green. I definitely am not a selfie queen. I'm terrible at selfies, you guys. And I don't understand it because I do all the same techniques that everyone else uses, you know? I do the angles, but my T-Rex arms don't give me many angles to choose from, you know? I also tried doing, duck lips, but it just accentuates the natural mustache that the women in my family are born with. So it's never, ever great lighting to try that. I also have a lazy eye, so that definitely does not work out in my favor, okay? And with the way society is nowadays, I feel really bad calling it lazy, So I just named it Eileen. Eileen is a diva though, okay? Because anytime we're in group selfie mode for more than like 5 seconds at a time, she starts throwing her weight around, usually to the center of my face, and it looks like she's whispering secrets to my nasal cavity. It gets kind of awkward for people in pictures with me, but it's just something I've learned to accept because it's part of the lazy eye struggle, okay? Anybody ever date someone with a lazy eye? No? Not that we're gonna admit? It's okay, it happens. Sometimes you don't even notice it right away, but I'll tell you, having a lazy eye makes dating hard, all right? Because you're on a date, you're connecting with somebody, you're having a really great time, and y'all are showing that you're interested by looking each other deep in the eyes, like I am with this gentleman right here. And then, he starts second guessing which eye he should look at. And because he's a gentleman, he's not gonna ask you. No, instead he's just gonna smile politely and spread the love and look into both eyes, one at a time. So now you're looking at him and all you see is shifting eyes. And it looks like he's thinking about whether he should dine and dash, or if he's got warrants out, he's seeing the police in the area. It makes for a very nervous state. But when I was growing up, my teachers used to always tell me that I was their favorite student. They always thought I was so studious, and they'd always compliment me on my penmanship. Little did they know, I was actually a very avid letter writer, because my dad was in prison. And while he was in there, he actually became a really talented prison artist. So it was something I always admired about him. And so in junior high, I thought, what is the quickest way for me to achieve that kind of skill mastery? And I thought, I'm gonna become a chola. So in junior high, that's all I wanted to be. I just wanted to be a chola. And I should have anticipated that my dream of doing that was never gonna come true because my mother would never let me shave my eyebrows off just to draw them back on. And I'd be so upset with her, because I really done that chola style. Those, big old hoop earrings, those dark outline lips, those bangs that just reach the sky, that, and they always had those hardened facial expressions, it's like they could just turn off their emotions and let the eyebrows do the talking, and who wouldn't want that? Especially me, because I was soft-spoken in school, and I thought if I was a chola, I'd have a really cool nickname, like La Shy Girl, or Whispers, but no, with my luck, it probably would have been La Hefty, but that's okay. It's all right. My mom thought it was crazy, but in my 7th grade state of mind, I should have been a natural, okay, because I was a Garcia, and gangbanging was in my blood, okay? That and I already had all the flannel shirts I was ever gonna need. I mean, it's not like my dad was coming back for them anytime soon, right? So, so just crushed dreams. That's okay. So my mom raised 3 kids on her own, and like all parents, she says, I don't have any favorites. You're all my favorites. I love you equally. And us, as her children, knew that that was a bold-faced lie. Okay, because everybody has favorites. And it was just a matter of time before, it revealed itself, which one was her favorite. So, turns out it's my brother. And my sister and I decided, you know what? We're going to show him up. We're going to take over and go to Mom's house for Mother's Day. We're going to do housework, do yard work, and we're going to show her how much we care about her. And so that's what we did. And the whole time we're working, busting our tails, she's talking about Anthony. Oh, I I just heard from Anthony yesterday. He's doing so good. He just got this certification, and I'm just so proud of him. And finally, it just went on and on and on and on. I snapped, okay? I know it was Mother's Day, and I shouldn't have, but it just drove me up the wall. I said, woman, listen, we're here, we're working our butts off for you. We're trying to show you how much we appreciate you. And all you're doing is talking about Anthony. And he's not even here to help at all. And she whipped around, she was upset. She put her hand on her hip and she got after me. She said, Adrienne, I am not going to apologize for being mad at my son. I'm proud of my son. All right, he's out there continuing his education. He's living in a really exclusive gated community with his roommate, and he makes time for his mother. Every weekend I go see him. And what do you have to say about that? I was like, really, Mom? Exclusive gated community? Is that what we're calling the prison nowadays? So she got upset, and the only way to remedy this was to take her to see her favorite on Mother's Day. So we did. We were in visitation, waiting for him to come out. He comes out, he greets us, and he's giving my mom a hug. And as he's hugging her, he tells her, Mother, I have a surprise for you. It's a gift. And so she got excited because he was excited, and I got concerned, okay? Because I don't know if y'all know anything about prison, but you're not allowed to bring anything out with you for visitations, okay? So if it wasn't in his hands, you can just imagine where it may have came up for him, where he was hiding it. So we sit down at the table, and I lean over to my mom and I whisper, hey Mom, whatever he gives you, don't touch it, and if you touch it, don't rub your eyes. Because that's how being God happens. And so my brother sits across from us, and he's grinning from ear to ear, beaming, and he's so proud. And he grabs a hold of his shirt, and he's like, all right, Mom. And he pulls it down to show us his newest mom tattoo, all right? And when I say mom tattoo, it was literally a tattoo of my mom's face on his chest, tattooed over his heart because he loves her so much. Unfortunately, the placement of the tattoo was a little bit off because the tip of my mom's chin came right above the nip, and it looks like she had a 3D witch's wart poking out. She occasionally grows a beard, and he's basically turned my mom into like the prison Chiapette. But he's everyone's favorite Sally. He's such a hit now. So I've been married for 5 years now, and it is by far the hardest thing that I've ever volunteered to do. When we were dating, it was fine because we had these emergency exit plans that we could use if we needed them. But now the deal is sealed, and so are the exits. And it's because of that I feel like marriage is basically like a death match. Like 2 people enter the ring, but only 1 survives. And that's if you get it right. Because it's till death do you part. Till death do us part. My husband and I say that to each other like 6 to 8 times a month. At this point, I don't know if it's meant to be motivational or if it's something I need to be concerned about. But I know when we were dating, I used to ask him, baby, will you love me forever? And he'd say, of course, darling, I will love you until the end of time. Now that we're married, I ask him, baby, will you love me forever? And he says, hold on there, sister, all right? The Padre said, till death do us part. I ain't gotta kill you, I just gotta outlive you. Well, I think he meant it, because the other day I was choking on a piece of pasta, like less than 5 feet away from him, and he just looked at me, just eagerly waiting to be single. When I was finally able to breathe again, I swear I heard him utter, almost. What? It's because of that I feel like my husband's trying to kill me. He's trying to assassinate me, y'all. That and the other day he brought home Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 pure hemp peppermint Castile soap. All right, if you've never heard of this, the label on it has all kinds of information on it. Information that I did not read because I'm a grown woman. I know how to operate soap. Lather, rinse, repeat, okay? Turns out I should have read the directions because 18-to-1 was actually the dilution ratio for this stuff. So it takes 18 cups water to 1 cup soap to wash your dog, wash your dishes, and kill the bugs off the plant. And I used it everywhere, lady bits and all. All right, so I'm standing in the shower, turning off the water, getting ready to hop out, and then it activates. It was like Jack Frost himself came in and threw 18 winter mint icebreakers into my undercarriage, sealed it, and then ran away. All right, I'm telling you, my Hot Pocket was dropping snow cones for like 2 days. It was really crazy. So this is why I think my husband's trying to kill me, all right? But the joke's on him because I'm 10 years younger than he is, and I'm pretty confident I'm gonna outlive him. That, and I'm gonna continue to pull the plug on his CPAP machine while he sleeps at night. So it won't take too much longer. So the other day, I got invited to host the West Texas Taco Championship in Big Spring. And it was my first time doing it, so I was like really excited, I was pumped, you know. They asked, Adrienne, would you like to? And I said, of course, yes, I definitely would. What time do I need to be there? And they said 6. I was like, okay. So 5:45, I'm there, I'm ready. I'm looking super cute. I'm strutting my stuff over to the side of the stage where they needed me to be. And then as I get to the side of the stage, I see it, my arch nemesis. And I was shook, all right, because this set of stairs didn't have any handrails. And that's a problem because I got a lot I'm working with here, okay? So I just did the best I could, taking it one step at a time. Just one up, one up, one up. I finally get to the last step and I'm at a standstill. I'm at a stalemate here because the stage comes up above my knees. And I don't know if y'all can tell this when you came in, but jumping boxes is not in my wheelhouse, all right? So I start getting nervous and I'm hyperventilating. And then a stagehand sees me, thankfully, and he takes pity on my soul. And he comes over and he hands me his arm and he says, go on, darling, grab hold of that, all right? We'll get you up here, it's gonna be all right. And I looked him up and down and I said, ooh, you better plant your feet. Give me 2 arms, you see all this? All right, don't be foolish because if you go over, we go over together. And that's not gonna help either one of us in this situation, sir. So together, we help each other not to fall off the side of the stage. I get on stage and I hear, check, check, check. Can I get some sound in my monitors, please? It turns out that they were still doing sound check and I was a little early. So I'm just waiting in the back, just swinging around, just waiting for them to call me up. Suddenly I see the promoter on the ground and he was waving at me. He's like, hey, come on up. Oh, great, sound check for me. It's my turn. So I get to the mic and I grab it, wanting to be all cool. I says, check, 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 checkity, check, check. And then I look down and I hear, introduce the bands. I was like, oh, man, check these guys out. The Britney O'Gallagher band. Take it away, girlfriend. So then I retreat back to my corner of the stage because I can't get myself down. So I text my husband, because I see him in the back of the crowd. I say, hey, I need your help to come get me down. And I look out over, and I'm watching him receive the text, and he reads it, and he looks up and makes eye contact with me, and says, just fall off the side of the stage. It's the quickest way down. Just go, tuck your shoulder in, you'll be fine. So I have a mini panic attack again, and I just stand on the side of the stage doing this little number, waiting for him to come get me. Finally, he comes to get me down, and he hands me his hand and offers some help to get off the stage. But I've told you, he's trying to kill me, all right? So I don't trust him. So I take his hand, and then I guide my butt down to the bottom of the stage, and I just start scooting off the steps like a toddler. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, till I get down onto, safety level. And so I tell you this story to say that if you find a report in the Big Spring Herald anytime soon that says, female comedian kills husband, I am justified, and you are now my character witnesses to know why I did it. Thank you, my name is Adrienne Green, I appreciate your time.